Good evening, I'm Donna Sachet, and welcome to the 15th annual lighting of the Rainbow World Fund World Tree of Hope. I'm delighted to be emceeing again tonight, and this symbol of hope is something we certainly need more than ever. Despite this terrible pandemic's message of staying away from each other, isn't it amazing we're finding ways to gather, ways to continue these cherished traditions virtually. It's my pleasure to introduce you to the founder and executive director of the Rainbow World Fund, the organization that creates this beautiful holiday tree each year. He founded Rainbow World Fund 20 years ago out of his desire to create a better world by tapping into the strength of the LGBTQ community to help others. Rainbow World Fund is a powerful force for our community's compassion and concern, helping others by promoting LGBTQ philanthropy in the area of global humanitarian relief. Rainbow World Fund has the special distinction of being the world's first and only all-volunteer, LGBTQ-based humanitarian aid organization. Please welcome founder and executive director, Jeff Cotter.
Thank you, Donna. If you're new to Rainbow World Fund, we are a humanitarian aid agency based in the LGBT and Friends community. We're gay and straight people coming together to help heal the world. We work within our community to educate people about issues of world need and humanitarian aid. And as we raise our community's consciousness, we raise funds to support humanitarian projects and development projects all around the world. We help LGBTQ and non-LGBTQ people alike. The foundation of our work is that we are one human family. Our work focuses on landmine eradication, hunger, safe drinking water access, refugees, and global HIV. We have projects that we support in Haiti, Cuba, Honduras, Guatemala, Iraq, Syria, and Uganda. And we've helped out during many natural disasters, including the recent wildfires in California. This year we are celebrating our 20th anniversary. During the past 20 years, we have distributed over $5 million in humanitarian aid to 30 countries, and we've completed over 75,000 hours of volunteer service, all on the behalf of the LGBT community. We have come to learn that besides providing humanitarian aid, it is just as important to foster a spirit of hope in people's lives. We've met people living in the most desperate circumstances, doing amazing things with just a little support. Our support gives hope by letting people know that someone cares. That alone is very powerful. The tree is covered with thousands of origami cranes. All of the cranes are inscribed with people's wishes, hopes, and prayers for the future of the world. Wishes are sent to us through the mail and through the internet. We designed the project so that anyone in the world could help decorate the tree by sending us a wish. We create the tree each year as a symbol of global unity, peace, love, and hope, and as a gift from the LGBT community to the world. I'd like to thank the many volunteers who prepared the origami and decorated the tree this year. We're especially thankful to One Brick and Turnout and to Grace Cathedral for hosting the tree. We'll be decorating the tree throughout the month of December, so please send us your wish for the world. You can do that at worldtreeofhope.org. Thank you and happy holidays.
Thank you, Jeff. And now I'd like to introduce Linda Mahara. She's a professional origami artist whose work has appeared in many television commercials, including major campaigns for Mitsubishi, Febreze, and McDonald's. She has also created original origami models for Disney, Pixar, and Industrial Light and Magic. She was most recently featured in National Geographic UK. Linda's been a part of the World Tree of Hope since its inception. Please welcome Linda Mahara.
Thank you, Donna. On August 6, 1945, a young girl named Sadako Sasaki was living in Hiroshima with her family. When the bombing hit, it devastated her entire village. She fortunately was one of the survivors and came down with leukemia when she was 12 and was hospitalized. Her story of survival has inspired many around the world, including the World Tree of Hope. She had heard that there was a legend that if you fold 1,000 origami cranes, your wish will be granted. she took upon herself the task of folding 1,000 cranes in hopes that she would recover from her illness. Unfortunately, she found out that her illness was terminal. She ended up turning her wish from recovering from her leukemia to one of world peace in hopes that things like the Hiroshima bombing will never ever happen again. And this story has really resonated with everybody from around the world. People had heard about her survival and her wishes for world peace. Currently, there are many that send thousands of cranes to the Peace Memorial dedicated to her in Hiroshima. The World Tree of Hope is covered in thousands of origami cranes inscribed with wishes, and it is truly an inspiration for many as we give the wishes wings.
Thank you, Linda. I'm always inspired when I hear Sadako's story and how the origami cranes became a symbol of such hope. Well, we have a very special treat for you now. I am thrilled to introduce my friend and beloved vocalist, yes, joining us from Sharon Springs, New York, Veronica Klaus, right here singing a holiday tune.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles, miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough. Good night, everybody. Happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are near to us, gather here to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas now. Lance Horn, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Veronica. This city does continue to miss you. We're indeed blessed to be in a very special, sacred place tonight, Grace Cathedral, a place that has welcomed the Rainbow World Fund Tree of Hope for years. So now, with a special message of hope, I'm honored to introduce the Right Reverend Mark Andrus, 8th and current Bishop of the Episcopal Diocese of California.
The Episcopal Church in the Bay Area is the area I support and serve, and I do that from our cathedral, Grace Cathedral on the top of Nob Hill, which is once again delighted to host the Rainbow World Fund Tree of Hope, the World Tree of Hope. It is a distinct honor for Grace Cathedral to have this beautiful symbol of the world's hope, to be at one, to be at peace, to be filled with hope for the present and for the future in Grace Cathedral. We are honored and delighted. In ancient mythology, some cultures have seen the world as a tree, the great so-called world tree. All creatures, all people lived on and around this great tree, and its life, the sap that filled it, was the source of life and creation. So we are, in a way, recreating that image with the World Tree of Hope. It is not just a family's Christmas tree or an individual's holiday tree or a culture's, a particular country's. It is the World Tree of Hope. It has been called one of the most famous and beautiful of Christmas trees in the world. I think we need to remember it is for the world. It is for all people at all times. It is a gift of hope for all. And we hope that you will see this tree virtually. This is a year of the pandemic, hard to come in and out. We can't do that at this time, but because of technology, you are able to see this beautiful tree in its 15th year of being used, and we invite you to do so. And if you want to make a wish and contribute, it is filled with origami birds, doves of peace that have been contributed by children and others from around the world, and it also holds the wishes and the best expressions of many people, famous and not famous, old, young, of all orientations, of all races. So we hope that at least you will join your heart with all of those who have made the Rainbow World Fund World Tree of Hope a beacon of peace, light, and hope for the world for these last 15 years, and again in 2020. Thank you.
One of the most talented instrumentalists in the Bay Area, often accompanying members of our own LGBTQ community, now joins us with a special holiday rendition. Please welcome Tammy Hall.
Thank you, Donna, for the introduction. It is my pleasure and honor to be able to share music with you this evening on behalf of the Rainbow World Fund. And I know that I certainly miss sharing the air with you and being in Grace Cathedral for celebration, but we know, and at least I hope and pray, that we'll be together this time next year. So from my heart to yours, please accept this song. It's called At Christmas Time. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you and yours. And peace. Peace for all of us in our minds, peace in our world, peace in this world. Thank you.
With a special message of hope, I'm honored to introduce the Very Reverend Malcolm Young, Dean of Grace Cathedral.
There's nothing that I would like more than for us all to be together, gathering around the Tree of Hope to celebrate and to give thanks for all the blessings of our life. But instead, because COVID is keeping us away from one another, we have to communicate in new ways. And so this is my video message to you, my desire to reach out and to be connected. People have been asking me about my holiday hope, my wish for the year. And my wish is really a very simple one, and that is, despite all the violence and the ignorance and the unkindness that we see all around us, I believe very sincerely that it is our human nature to be good, to want to do good things, to want our life to make a difference. And so my prayer for this year is a prayer for peace among all people. And peace not merely in the meaning of the absence of violence, but peace also in the way that we regard one another, that we're able to see each other in the best possible light, that we're able to imagine and remember that every one of us was once a small child, that every one of us has depended for help on others all around. And my hope is this year that peace will prevail on the earth, and that the better angels of our nature will mean that we're better at caring for one another and helping us to heal, because that is what the year of 2021 is all about. How can we heal ourselves and one another? Anyway, I'm glad that you're able to participate in tonight's events, and I look forward so much to when we can gather together in person next year.
Each year, thousands of people, including many children, send in wishes from around the world that are inscribed on cranes to be placed on this tree. Let's watch this video now of people sharing their wishes and hopes for the world.
What I wish for the world is for us to get out of this mess we're in.
My wish for the world is I really do wish people would just realize that we are all just brothers and sisters.
Everyone in the world to get along, human kindness, positivity.
Come together as one.
World peace. Equality for all. That there is no conflict.
The world would find a solution for homelessness.
My wish is for the San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus to resume performing and continue our mission of building community, inspiring activism, and fostering compassion at home and around the world.
My wish for the world is that all children have a warm, safe, loving place to be next year.
All people are afforded the dignity and the respect that they deserve and the love that they deserve, and that all people may have what they need to live a fulfilled and meaningful life.
I wish that my family and other families could stop being separate, resentful factions defined by political differences. And I wish that this could be accomplished without my surrendering.
We wish for a peaceful transition in the White House.
My wish is recovery in a positive manner and for us to be kind with one another.
What I wish for is love and world peace and to be kind and to be positive.
Spreading universal joy and love, not hate.
My wish for the world is for healing around the world and near to home.
My wish for the world is that COVID would end. And it's always Lou.
I wish for a better world for my granddaughters.
My wish for the world is that everybody be their authentic self.
My wish for the world is that we would all be thrilled and excited for the future that we can all participate in.
I wish for less tears of sorrow and more tears of joy.
I wish I could see my friends and that everyone could be healthy.
You know what I really wish?
I wish people get vaccinated and stay healthy, wear a mask.
Socially distance for the next 6 months.
Get rid of COVID.
I can't wait to hug somebody.
My wish for the world is everybody just to be happy. That's it.
Brianna Sinclair is one of the only operatic lyric sopranos in the world who is transgender. She's the first trans singer to perform the national anthem at a major league sporting event, and the only trans singer to have performed with the San Francisco Symphony. Recently featured in the New York Times and NPR, Brianna was to have made her international opera stage debut next spring in Toronto, including a special solo recital on International Transgender Day of Visibility. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brianna Sinclair.
Holy night, the stars so brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and never pining, till He taught us to love one another. His law is love, and His gospel is peace. Chains shall He break, for the slave is a brother, until appears at the soul felt His word. So it is of hope, the weary world rejoices, for under breaks a new and glorious morn.
This ceremony would not be complete without the traditional blessing of the Tree of Hope by the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Since their founding in 1979, they've devoted themselves to charity, community service, and the promotion of human rights for all, diversity, and spiritual enlightenment. I give you Sister Garden of Pansies, Sister Chola, Cowboy, Sister Dana Baniquity, and Sister Jezebel.
This is a blessing of the World Tree of Hope. Holy Creator, bless us with your abundant grace. This World Tree of Hope, this symbol of joy, may its evergreen branches affirm your never-fading promises. May its nurturing branches protect us from illness. May it speak to us a renewal and hope.
Hope for our trans community, hope for the LGBTQ community, hope for our elders, hope for the children who will be our future, and hope for all those held in the detention camps.
We pray for wise leadership in these troubled times. We pray for all those who have passed from COVID-19. We pray for an effective vaccine. We pray for those who have suffered much loss this year. We pray for the trans folk senselessly killed. We pray for the Black and brown brothers and sisters, those we have lost, and those who strive tirelessly for equality.
We pray that love and hope fill our hearts. We pray for peace. We pray for the earth. We pray for our friends and our families.
May the bright lights of the World Tree of Hope fill us with joy and love as it calls us to gather, to rejoice, and to celebrate friends and family. May the beautiful origami cranes with their hopes and wishes call us in unity and harmony to gather, to rejoice, to celebrate our communities and our world. May this World Tree of Hope be a shining symbol of the gifts we have received this year and the gifts in the days ahead.
Blessed be the World Tree of Hope, here and within our homes. May joy and peace come and nest in all its branches and in all of our hearts.
Amen.
Amen.
All women.
All women.
And all the others.
And all the others.
5,
4,
3, 2,
1.
Thank you so much for sharing this special evening with us. This is the 15th lighting of the Rainbow World Fund's Tree of Hope, right here at Grace Cathedral. It's been a pleasure to be with you now. Go home and stay safe. Keep that hope alive and take care of each other. Good night.